Hey guys, so I'm gonna see if anyone's gonna join me right now, but I want to dive into this meal plan. It is Saturday. So many of us are getting ready to press play on Monday on a brand new program, or maybe recommit to a program that we've already been doing, and it's freaking time to go all in. And we all know abs are made in the kitchen, and our results really come from our nutrition and how we're following our meal plan. So I want to walk you through, hey guys, I want to walk you through this meal plan and let you know, sorry, nothing I can do about that. Let you know exactly what I mean when I say I'm going all in for the next 6 weeks starting on Monday. So this is our opportunity. This is our chance to make this happen for us and see what we are capable of. When I first started my very first Beachbody program, it was 80-day obsession. And Courtney said to me at the time, she was like, Jen, what if you just gave it 100%? What if you just went all in 100%, no grilled cheese crusts, no cheats, and see what your body could do for you? And I thought to myself, like, yeah, it's about freaking time for me to go all in. And you guys, that program changed my life. It changed how I eat, my relationship with food. It changed everything for me. And I want to give you that same opportunity. So here's how to set you up for success. So like I said, for those of you doing 10 rounds, or those of you that are going to just do any other program and get started, one of the best meal plans that we follow. So for 10 rounds, they've suggested either following the 2B mindset or the ultimate portion fix. So they're both programs that you can buy. They're nutritional programs that you can buy as add-ons to your membership if you want. You don't have to. If you want to follow 2B mindset, it's a great program that is a lot more freedom based. So it does deal with like your emotional relationship with food. It's a series of videos that you watch and follow along, where Autumn really teaches you, or no, not Autumn, sorry. I'm drawing a blank on the girl's name, but she walks you through like grocery store shopping and like just how to have that conversation with yourself and how to really like plate your food and stuff. Whereas the Ultimate Portion Fix, the Ultimate Portion Fix is also a program that you can purchase as well and watch all the videos and become certified like I did in the Ultimate Portion Fix. But you don't have to. You can simply just get the containers. You can get them through Beachbody, or you can buy them on Amazon. A set is like maybe $10. They're like 10, I think they're $12 on Beachbody as well. So even just add it to one of your orders. I always have I've literally got about 4 sets of these because I find that it's easier just to have a bunch, especially Dave really follows it to a T when he goes all in. And so not having to wash the one container over and over again. So I do recommend having a bit more of these if you want. But you can follow the Ultimate Portion Fix program without having to purchase the additional one. I'm going to tell you how. And it doesn't really outline it in the 10 rounds. So this is how. You're going to go into your Beachbody On Demand and you're going to click on 21-day fix, which I know we're not doing 21-day fix, but it is the solid standard, perfect. It's the plan that most of us follow, and it's really easy to follow, and it's ideal. So go into 21-day fix, click on program materials, and then click on nutrition. There you'll see, girls, there you'll see the nutrition information. So there's the start guide. In the starter guide, there is a calculation that you need to do. So you're going to take your weight, you're going to, times it by 11, add 450 if you want to maintain, that's your number, or if you want to lose, you subtract 750, and it'll give you a number of calories, which then they categorize into a different meal plan. So I just did my calculation and I'm on meal plan A. So that means that so they've told me how many containers I have for my meal plan. So in the Rise group, in the unit section, there are a ton of meal planning templates. If you have a printer, please take some time today or tomorrow to print these off and use them. So there's what's for dinner. I made a Rise version of this. There's a meal plan tracker. There's a grocery list. But really, this is your bread and butter. I've even gone so far, I'm such a teacher, to have it laminated so that I can change it if I want. So I'm gonna walk you guys through how I actually plan my meal plan for meal plan A. And I want you guys, if you have any questions as I go along, ask away, okay? So for meal plan A, I'm gonna write down here what I've got. So I have, where's my marker? I get 4 green. So I'm just gonna add these into the little boxes up here. I get 4 green, I get 2 purple, 1 blue. You always get 1 blue every plan. It sucks, I know. 4 green, 2 purple. I get 4 protein, 4 red, and a marker that works. 4 red, and 2 carbs, which sucks. I've definitely been eating a lot more than 2 carbs every day. 1 orange, and I get 3 teaspoons. Okay, so I've added these in. So now I'm gonna plan out my meals. Now, this is a pretty flexible schedule versus like when I first started and I was doing ADD Obsession, I was doing the time nutrition, which like they literally told me which containers to eat and when for each meal. So this is a bit more flexible, which I really like. So now I'm going to decide. Basically though, I need to be eating, we all need to be eating every 2 to 3 hours. If you are not, and that's why I shared that reminder, that's Kim's phone, Kim Fitzpatrick. If you guys follow her, she is such a like rigid military with her meal plan, but that's why she looks so fantastic, and that's why she always succeeds in these programs, is because she follows it to a T. She doesn't wait until she gets hungry to eat, like, and we often need those reminders. So set yourself reminders. Do ever what you need to, like, I'm gonna hang this on my kitchen wall so that I see it every day. So now I'm going to go through the meal plan and I'm going to decide how I'm going to divvy up these containers. So in the 21 Day Fix program materials under nutrition, there is one program or one thing you can print off called food lists. And I don't actually have the food list printed, but I have my Ultimate Portion Fix book here. So I just want to show you guys. So in the food list, they are going to show you all of the foods that belong in each category. Now, they are actually, the order that they're in is really important. The most nutritious items are at the top of the list. So I really encourage you, like we kind of joke about being a bottom feeder. Don't be a bottom feeder. Like, especially if you want to get some good results, like when you're looking at your carbs, guys, don't hang out near the bottom here. Try and choose some carbs that are higher up on the list. So to keep this simple, because we want to make this realistic, we also want to make this something that we are going to follow for the next 6 weeks. And honestly, I feel like now more than ever, we have no excuse not to. We have no parties to go to. We have no functions to attend. We have none of the distractions, the family dinners, all of those things that can throw us off track. We literally have no excuse. So with the maybe exception of like our limited options at the grocery store, I still feel like there's a lot of frozen options that we can really make this happen and try to choose the most healthy options for us. So how to keep it simple is to only choose about like 2 to 3 items per category that are gonna be your faves, that are gonna be your go-tos. So I'm gonna write this out right now so that you guys can kind of see. So I get 4 green in a day, which means my greens are often like peppers, and I'm looking at the green list right now. Peppers aren't super, super high. Spinach for sure. And broccoli is huge in our house. So peppers, spinach, and broccoli, and they're relatively near the top. I often usually do have some like carrots, so I'll throw those on there too. As like a snack when I have my snack too. So those are my greens. So keeping it simple. I'm not getting into like all the artichokes and the snow peas and the cabbage and the celery and the like, I'm keeping it simple. When I go grocery shopping, when I give my list to my hubby, it's going to just be like a few things. Get these. This is what I need. So for my purples, which are my fruits, raspberries, blueberries, apples, those are all right near the top. Those are pretty much my purples. Every single morning I have my blueberries, raspberries, and I don't care. We eat ourselves out of like house and home with those things. They're so freaking expensive. But if you want, even getting the frozen and putting them in like a parfait in your fridge the night before, and then the next day it's all defrosted and good to go. So that's an option too if you want the frozen. But my purples are going to be like my blueberries, my raspberries, apples, and bananas. Pay attention to, because obviously like your apple and banana is not going to fit in the container. So for items like that, it tells you which ones actually go into the container and how much. Like for a banana, for example, it's saying half of a large banana is considered one serving. So pay attention to the serving sizes that it says in that food list there. So then my protein, I get 4 proteins. I'm a vegetarian. So my proteins are always the Greek yogurt. Here's the thing with Greek yogurt. Always plain, always 2%. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay? And that's even what it says on the list, but follow that, because that 2% fat is what fills you up and it's what adds the protein. Our favorite, we literally have like 6 containers right now in the fridge, is the Oikos one. It's expensive, but we love it. Always 2% plain. We also use this to substitute so much. We no longer buy sour cream. We use this with our nachos. If we do nachos, we do this for taco night. If we make like a tzatziki or anything that's like a sour cream or mayonnaise based, we use this. Okay, so the plain is really, really key. And 2% is key. You're not saving yourself anything with getting the 0%. If anything, you're missing out because you're not getting that protein. So make sure that you stick with that. So for me, my reds are going to be like my Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, eggs, huge eggs and cottage cheese. But for the rest of you guys, like if you're meat eaters, look near the top of the list here, like lean ground chicken or turkey, fish, eggs, egg white, red meat is about midway down. Your Shakeology also counts as a red too. So that's another one of my reds. Shakeology. Okay, awesome. And then carbs. Carbs are my absolute favorite. I remember the day that my containers came when I started 80-Day Obsession, and I was 4 months postpartum. And I looked at this container and I messaged Courtney and I was like, what the fuck? I was eating a box of Kraft Dinner every single day for lunch. This like literally almost made me cry, but this has changed my life and really helped me understand what I need to be eating. So for your yellows, like near the top of the list there is your sweet potato, quinoa, beans, lentils, all of those things. So I'm definitely going to be those ones: sweet potato, quinoa, beans, sweet potato, quinoa, lentils, and yeah, I think those are pretty much my main ones. And then my blue is going to be like feta cheese, just like old cheddar, and feta cheese, goat cheese, cheddar. Yeah, it's there. I'm not really a huge nut person, and avocados we're just not buying right now. So I doubt maybe I'll throw avocados down. And remember, avocados, it's a quarter of an avocado, not a half. A lot of people think that it's half an avocado. It's a quarter of an avocado is what counts as your blue. And then my orange is often just like my salad dressing. I usually do like a balsamic salad dressing or any kind of seeds that you throw, and peanuts. Oh, peanuts. That's awesome. I thought peanuts counted as a blue. All right, score. Peanuts. Yeah, and all of like your little seeds and stuff. So that's pretty much like what I'm going to do. So that's like my grocery list. Like not a lot of things, but I'm going to put it together in a way that it's going to make sense for me and my family. And mostly for me, but also making sure that it makes sense with my family. So first things first, my first meal that I have, because I still kind of follow the ultimate portion, like the time nutrition. When I first wake up, my first meal is going to be the Greek yogurt and berries. Greek yogurt and berries. And then I have my Energize. Energize, if you drink the mom crack, it's free. Yeah, so it doesn't count as anything, which is awesome. So I have that. So that is one of my reds and one of my purples. So I'm gonna check off those guys and my Energize. Then I do my workout. Then after my post-workout is my Shakeology, which is another red. Make sure you have your protein, your Shakeology or your Recover within 30 minutes of finishing your workout. So important. When you have it within 30 minutes, that's what's going to help you build back that muscle that you just tore down in your workout. And that's what's going to get you the muscle gains. We don't often think as women that we want muscle gains, but you guys, we want to lose the fat. And guess how we lose the fat? Is by building up the muscle underneath it to get rid of the fat. I swear to God, I've never had this much muscle in my entire life. And I feel so strong and fantastic about my body because of it. And it's because I've been really conscious of when I'm consuming protein, which was never, ever a concern of mine. But I've really noticed the benefits of that. So protein within 30 minutes of finishing your workout. So that's going to be like your Recover. Or for me, it's going to be my Shakeology. And I just do it with water. I often just do like water and ice. I drink the cafe latte, the vegan cafe latte. I love it with water and ice. It's like an ice cap. Or if you want, I could throw in like half a banana. That would count as my second purple. Half a banana and a teaspoon. So sometimes I'll do that too, which will help. Okay, so then my third meal, so that's usually like by about 9 or so, I'm having my Shakeology. And then now that I'm home, I'm going to have like a breakfast. So I'm probably going to have that around like 10, I would say, where I'll have like 2 eggs. Here's the thing. I only get 2 carbs in the day. So I think I'm going to have 1 carb here. So 2 eggs and a piece of toast. 1 toast. And I always do some kind of veg. So like spinach and peppers sauteed and veg. So that's a green. That's another protein. And that's one of my carbs. I need to get more greens in. So maybe there I'll do 2 greens actually. I'll do 2 greens for breakfast there. So I'll do like some spinach and peppers. Okay, so then I've got a snack. Uh-oh, low battery. I've got a snack. I need to have some more greens. So this is where I'll probably have like carrots and, oh no, this is going to be my lunch. So this one I'll have like a salad often. Usually I'll do like a kind of Cobb salad. So I'll do another green, like spinach with like hard-boiled egg and salad dressing. And I think I've already used up my fruit, but if I didn't, then I would have my fruit there. So that's another green. That's another red. And that's my purple. Perfect. And then for dinner, I'm going to keep it realistic. I'm going to have a carb at dinner. I know it's like not necessarily ideal. It's better to have your carbs maybe earlier on in the day, but I'm a carb fanatic and it's not realistic for me to have dinner with my family every single night and not have a carb. For 6 weeks. That's not going to happen because the rest of them are all carb addicts. So here I'm going to have my yellow. I still have room for 1 red, which will be likely we do like tofu. I should have added that to the list. We often do tofu or beans, like chickpeas and stuff would count for us as well. 1 red, and that's when I would have my blue. And I would likely have my cheese after that. So that's basically like super messy, but that's kind of how I plan it out. I've made sure to tick it off so that I have everything. I'll probably write up a few different options and have them hanging on the wall here. So like I do have a paper copy so that if I need some dinner ideas as well, just like jotting it down in here really quickly, like as just a quick reminder. This one only has the 4 meal option, but I'd probably scratch out the workout and throw my other meal down there so that I'm just reminded of like my snacks, right? And then the other thing is your water, making sure you know how to do that, right? You take your body weight and divide it in half and then turn that into ounces. So for example, if you weigh 120 pounds, half of that is 60. So you're drinking 60 ounces of water in a day. So making sure that you're getting your water, making sure you're getting your sleep, like 8 hours of sleep, which I know I'm one to talk because I definitely don't get 8 hours of sleep. But starting Monday, that's something that I'm going to start committing to, because there's also a direct correlation between weight loss and amount of sleep. And we can't deny the fact that it does count. Okay, coffee and tea. I was going to share about that. So coffee and tea, you can have 1 or 2 8-ounce cups of coffee per day. Be careful with your coffee and tea, you guys. This is where sneaky stuff comes up. Oh yeah, Brienne, like we need to be each other's sleep accountability buddies. It's not good. So none of this, if you're going all in, if you're saying that you're going all in 100%, you got to cut the creamer, you got to cut the sugary added stuff. You can have 1 to 2 tablespoons of low or non-fat milk, so no cream, none of those fancy creamers. And you can have 1 to 2 teaspoons of raw sugar or honey, molasses, maple syrup, or agave. Okay, and it's right there in the book. You can have that. Your freebies are going to be like your cinnamon, your pumpkin spice, your nutmeg, your stevia. All of those things are free. So you can put those in, that's okay. So you can have a coffee with some milk and stevia, that's okay. But really get rid of, like, I used to drink those Bailey's creamers. I used to drink double doubles. It was really bad. And now I'm on to the milk and cinnamon is my coffee go-to. Even like frothing it on the stove now that we're home and we kind of got the time. It's really nice. It makes for a nice coffee. So keep that in mind with your drinks in general. So keep in mind that 3 times a week, you can replace one of your yellow container portions with a beverage from below. So if you want to have wine, like 4 ounces of wine is the serving here, or 8 ounces of juice, or 16 ounces of almond milk, or 8 ounces of cow's milk or soy milk, you can do that 3 times a week, but you have to take one of your yellows and replace it. So if you really want that glass of wine, you got to save it up and you have to pay attention to it, okay? And this is what going all in seems like. I know it might seem extreme. I know it might seem like, holy crap, this is like really rigid. But these programs and these workout programs and meals were created by professionals, by nutritionists and trainers together to get you freaking results. And I've never seen a person who has followed these programs to a T that has not seen incredible results. And often when people don't see big results, it's because they didn't stick with it, and because those little tiny cheats really mess with your macronutrients. Like, this diet is so incredible because we're not weighing our food, we're not counting calories, but we have to abide by the rules. You have to fill these up and actually pay attention to the portion sizes, or else there's no point in really doing it. Because they've really taken the time to get this science down pat and to make sure that you're getting your balanced macros by following this to a T. So don't skip out on the results that you deserve for a bottle of wine. You know what I mean? That being said, of course, like, give yourself some grace and follow it the way that you want to follow it. I know I really want to go all in because I want to see what this program can do for me. I love, love, love any time that I finish a program and I can say that I'm proof of the product and I can say, like, look at what I just did. It always makes me feel so freaking proud. Yeah, and it's just, yeah, it's such a win. Another thing I was going to mention too, Beach Bars, life. I live for these guys. These count as half a red and half a yellow. So if you're going to have a Beach Bar, just make sure, like, you have some flexibility with your meal plan if you're following the 21-day fix. So you can kind of cut containers in half if you really want to, and find ways to slip these guys in, just really take it in control. There is an app you can download, the 21-day fix app, where you can, I'm going to be downloading it today, where you can track all of your containers and make sure that you are following along and that you're staying on track every single day. I think that's about it. Do you guys have any questions? Anything that I can answer? I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, I think that's about it. If you guys don't have any questions, I really appreciate you listening. Like I said, go and print off these materials right now. You may seem that you might think that you can just kind of like eyeball it or whatnot, but don't. Give yourself this opportunity, and really, really, like, I cannot stress this enough, that you are here. We are here. We are all in this crazy, crazy predicament together. I know that there are a lot of essential workers here in our group as well, people who are going into work every single day. And I cannot tell you how much we appreciate it, those of us that are staying home, what you're doing. And so give yourself some grace too. Like, if you are an essential worker, if you do have a really heavy, stressful workload, like, give yourself what you need and pay attention to your body. If you're losing weight for the first time, chances are you're going to be hungry. But often our feeling of hunger isn't actually hunger. A lot of times it's thirst. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're drinking lots of water. But if you do really feel depleted, if you do really feel like you have to add some more containers to your meal plan, it's recommended that you can add 1 green, 1 purple, or 1 blue, I believe, to your meal plan, just to kind of get you by. And in the beginning, of course, but if that feeling doesn't subside over like even a week or so, then maybe you need to up your meal plan. So just pay attention, listen to your body, make sure that you are following it, but like I said, that you're listening to your body too, and that you are really reading all of the incredible information that they've put in here, because they've done this really extensively, and it's an incredible meal plan if you want to follow it. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope that helps to answer your questions. If you have any further questions, drop them here. I'll come back and check later and answer them for you as best I can. But I am so freaking pumped to do 10 rounds with those of you that are doing it, or regardless, just to go all freaking in on Monday, to pour into ourselves, into our new habits, and really make the most of this time in this crazy, crazy place that we have. And I promise to do my part to keep this community as positive and uplifting as I can during this time for you and for all of us. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And thank you guys so much. And don't forget to take those pictures and measurements. And if you're brave enough, share them in the group. It will really, really up your accountability. I know it upped mine already, sharing those pictures. So I can't wait for the afters. I can't wait to do this with you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Take care.